also Jamie, and congratulate the school on celebrating 100 years. I'd like to think that many of us here sort of thought we ran the school for a while. Maybe we did, maybe we didn't. But congratulations on 100 years. I'm glad I didn't have to follow the children. And I just had to follow my cousins. It's cool. My siblings and I are all here front and center, honored to be celebrating this day and joining you in honoring our mother, Gerry. As John said, she graduated from St. Rose, as did all 6 of us. Barely, but we did. I asked her if there was anything she'd like me to say. I told her that Shirley called, and Shirley talked to Jamie and said, if anybody wants to say anything. And so I told Shirley, I said, yeah, I do. I think I do. And so I called Mom, and I said, is there anything you'd like me to say? And she said, yeah, I'd like you to thank Jamie and John. And I said, no, wait a minute, Mom. You'll have time to do that. I'm up there to sing your praises. And she's like, oh, no. Just 1 or 2 things, that's all. Don't say any more than that, just 1 or 2 things. And I said, well, you should have been naughtier. I got a whole book of things that my sisters and brothers and I could say that are so loving and nice about this woman. To have an opportunity to do that now, while you are right here and we can see you, is a privilege. And I know my mom really, really well. I can tell you what she's thinking right now. She's looking at the 5 of you, and she's 6 kids, and you give her the microphone? I'm going to be really good, Mom. I promise you. John coached me. I'm good. There was a time at St. Rose McCarthy when there were so many Robinsons and Dowds, Garcias and Silvas. We like to count Roberta and Uncle Bob and Bobby and Louise. Filtering through this school, no matter where you looked, you could spot a cousin. And to keep the school on their toes, we had lots of tiers and staggered cousins. So when one group graduated, there was a brand new one coming through. The only way I can tell her story is as her daughter. So my brothers and sisters and I, it is our great honor and privilege to do that. She is truly a vessel of God's love and grace every day, in every way. Our mother didn't have a lot of rules or regulations. We were never in a timeout. We were never grounded. There were no spankings, no loss of privileges. And I might add, in addition to what Tommy said, I've never seen my mother angry, and I have never heard her raise her voice, except maybe when Tommy came in and she wanted to get my dad's attention. For the most part, she is probably one of the genuinely happiest people I've ever been around. And it isn't because everything in her life went so smoothly, or she didn't have sad times or loss. And so one day when we were in kind of a difficult time for our family, I asked her, I said, Mom, what is the deal? How do you wake up every day happy and grateful? And she says, well, I open my eyes and I say, thank you, God, I've got another day. And she said, before my feet hit the ground, I choose to be happy. She said, you can't let life run you. You choose the way you live. In our family, we celebrate life, and we honor those who go before us. Taylor Jacob. What she believes and the way she lives is in perfect alignment with God's principle and divine guidance. She is a fierce believer in living God's love every day, and that's what she did. She led by example. She is the consummate mother, and she set the bar very high. She didn't dictate principles, she lived them, and she modeled them. As a result, we all aspire to live in her shadow. She is kind and loving, forgiving, generous, compassionate, and humble. She always taught us there's one rule, and that rule is do the right thing. If you struggle and you're not really sure what to do the right thing. If you can't really decide, she would say, you know what it is, you just don't want to do it. So do the right thing. You'll never regret doing the right thing. And I think that's sage advice. There was a hidden benefit of her mothering. We thought we had a lot of freedom growing up, and we actually did have a good amount, but she held us accountable for our actions. The unconditional love was always there, but behavior had consequences. For us, disappointing our mother was the worst punishment. We all wanted her to be proud of us. We still do. In our family, having mom with you, that's a win. You have to book her pretty early these days because yes is her standard answer. If there's an invitation, she says yes. In fact, she had to buzz in here from Monterey today. It was, Tommy talked about her walking and gymming and everything. It was just, I think, at 80. Was it 80? Yeah, she went parasailing, people. How many of you have been parasailing? 80 years old, flying through the air. She says yes to life at every opportunity. She is fearless. In some homes, mom time, especially as they start to age, might be a responsibility. In ours, it's a privilege. Everyone wants her. Her children, her grandchildren, her great-grandchildren, and her nieces and nephews. Maya Angelou said, as she was describing a very dear friend, our legacies are in the lives we touch and leave behind, and for knowing us, they were inspired to be better and to do better. Our mom has a beautiful, lasting legacy filled with love and dignity. From her family, her friends, her St. Bridget's Church, and St. Rose McCarthy School, she is truly our treasure. The gift she gives to those she knows is an opportunity to see the world through her eyes. It is, of course, ever-changing and yet solid in purpose and practice. We are so fortunate to have, as the core of our foundation, a woman whose own actions and beliefs are above reproach. Mom, you guided us gently with patience, such patience, never to diminish our spirits, and yet allowed for the uniqueness in each of us to bubble to the surface. You taught us to celebrate that uniqueness. I see it in my brothers and sisters, and in their children, and in their grandchildren. That desire, that freedom to take the road less traveled. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and for that, it's made all the difference. That's a poem by Robert Frost that I read for the first time when I was a student here at McCarthy School, and I have kept it with me. It's one of my very favorite ones because it captures the way I feel my mom raised us, and that is follow your heart. Have the courage and the conviction to do what your heart's telling you to do. Our mom is impeccable with her word. She is honest and as beautiful on the inside as she is on the outside. She taught us to love God and family, to forgive as easily as we breathe, and to be grateful for today exactly the way it is. Not to look back unless it is with appreciation. Not to look too far forward unless it is with love and gratitude. But to step into right now, this moment. Suck it up. Suck it up. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Soak it up.
That was great. That was awesome.
Not to look too far forward unless it is with love and gratitude, but to step into the right now, this moment, soak it up, revel in it, find your joy. And therein lies our true gift, the blessing, the promise of having a mother like Gerry Gavin. We love you, Mom. We feel like we won a lot.
Yeah.